guys, welcome back to Performance Toyota. It's Hillary, and today is a very exciting day because I have two vehicles that we've gotten a lot of questions about comparing. So we've got a RAV4 hybrid and my Venza hybrid. So let's get into it. Let's start with our 2023 Venza. So just as a refresh, the front of this vehicle does come a little bit more slanted to the front. Grille here, and then your shield here with your stripes, with your Toyota emblem, with the blue insignia, as well as your chrome trims here, as well as here, and your LED fog lamps. So when it comes to this Venza, it does have more of a sharp look to it. Now, coming towards the RAV hybrid, the RAV actually is a bit more wider. So it does still come with your LED daytime running lights, and then your same blue Toyota insignia. Now this one does come more of like a heritage grille, as here as well as down here. LED fog lamps are more towards the side, whereas on the Venza, they're on the bottom. So that is going to be one big difference between your Venza and your RAV. Coming more so into more detail when it comes to your headlamps. So the RAV4, as you can tell here, it does have more of like a chrome bar coming in here. And then you have your headlamps in there. Whereas if you come towards the Venza, they're all LED strips. So it gives it more of that sharp, luxurious look, whereas the RAV is a bit more rugged. So the Venza does come with the multiple sensors in the front. One right here. We actually have one on both sides of the front, as well as one here and on the other side. Whereas the RAV4 has it right here for that front collision detection. Now, for these two vehicles, the huge similarities are the 219 horsepower that they both power, as well as 2.5 liter, 4-cylinder, hybrid synergy drive. The differences in fuel consumption are not that much. We actually have 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers and 5.9. So they're honestly pretty similar in that category as well. Now, coming from a side view angle of the RAV as well as the Venza, the huge difference is that you can tell, honestly, the Venza is more of a sleek look, a lot thinner. It's not too boxy. It honestly has that more just straight aerodynamic look to it. Luxurious, just like if you see the Lexus side. And of course, this being our Lexus Toyota, you definitely see that on the side profile of the vehicle. It does come with your 19-inch alloy wheels and your flush wheel well, whereas if you see the difference between your Venza and the RAV4 is more of a boxier look, a more rugged style look to be able to tow, to carry, to be able to go through multi-terrains as well. And these ones are 18 inches on the RAV4 hybrid. You can do 19s as well. You just have to go up a package. These two comparable, you have your XLE on your Venza, and this one's your XLE Premium, which gives you those 18-inch wheels. Whereas the wheel wells here also gives you that trim matte black look. So coming to the back of the vehicle, this RAV actually has the LED lights up here. That is to give you more light to be able to get see through your window, as well as to be able to actually get in there. It's also your brake light, so you realize that, and it does come with your rear wiper. Now, when it comes to your RAV hybrid, this one does come with the power lift gate. It doesn't come with the kick sensor. The kick sensor is only on the limited. So this one does come with your tonneau cover, comes with your cargo net, your spare tires in here. Now, the one huge thing with the RAV is that it's very surprisingly spacious, as it doesn't look so big, but as soon as you get into it and you start piling things in here, it honestly does carry a lot. Now, cubic feet into this one is about 38, whereas if you compare it to our Venza, which we'll see in a second, it's actually quite a bit bigger. So coming just right over here, you push your button and we'll just come in right down. Now coming over here to the Venza as well does have your rear window wiper. It does have a lot more just to literally finish off that aerodynamic look to this vehicle. Comes right down and then right into your LED strip for your brake light, as well as your sensors here that are on the bottom. So we have one here, here, and there. The RAV doesn't have them. The reason why this one does is because of that kick sensor that comes when it comes to the Venza. So as soon as that happens, and then you got it. Now when it comes to the inside of this vehicle, you do get your JBL speakers in here. You do get one of the speakers inside the cargo space, whereas the RAV, most of the speakers are going to be more towards the front as well as your passengers. Now this one is about 28 cubic feet into this cargo space, so about 10 cubic feet difference between your RAV and the Venza. So to be honest, if you're not really looking to carry a lot of things, then I mean, this is still pretty good. I'm pretty sure you can actually, if I'm not mistaken, because I did it the other day, we put golf clubs in here and they did fit on an angle, but they fit in there. Whereas in the RAV, it did fit just fine. So if you're looking more so for just complete comfort, just kind of going on a drive, not too much stuff going on, then your Venza is definitely good. More of that luxury feel. Now, if you do need a little bit more, especially something that can tow, your RAV is probably going to be your best friend at that point. Now, just to kind of bring her down, you do have the buttons there to be able to just bring her right down. Now, the huge difference as well when it comes to your Venza and the RAV is that the Venza is actually a little bit longer than your RAV4. Now, with that being said, longer doesn't exactly mean more space. It honestly just means more space for your back passengers. So let's go on the inside and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so coming inside, literally when it comes to your space, as soon as you get in, you do feel comfortable. You don't feel compact or anything like that, especially between your front and the back passengers. You have enough space. I'm pretty sure, but this is actually all the way to the back, so we're pretty good here. If this is all you really need, then hey, the Venza is definitely for you. But let's take a look at the RAV. All right, so coming into the back of the RAV, as soon as you sit, there is going to be more of that headroom, because remember, when it comes to the RAV, it is a bit more wider and actually taller than the Venza. So lengthwise, you can kind of sort of tell that it's not as longer, but it's wider. So which means that you do still have more space to kind of put your arms, kind of slouch a little bit, more headroom, stuff like that. Seats wise, they're both Softex. Honestly, they're both really comfortable though. You do get your climate control here. And then coming into the front of the RAV, let's take a look at the kind of big differences between that and the Venza as well. All right, so jumping into the front, definitely when it comes to the RAV, you don't feel like you're in a big vehicle. So even though it's more of that boxier, wider looking vehicle, it honestly still feels like you're kind of in a sedan a little. Obviously a taller sedan, but with that being said, comfortability wise is great. You don't feel too compact in here. It does come with your memory seat system, your automatic windows, power driver seat, and then your passenger seat is going to be your manual adjustment seats. You have your heated steering wheel. You have all your safety features here. You also do have your screen, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and then you have your big knobs here to be able to go between your settings. You can sync your temperatures. Your heated seats are on these. They're not ventilated like the Venza does, but this one still has your heated seats on it, which is always good, especially on a windy day like today, right? Now, when it comes to everything else on here, it is still your hybrid model. So when it comes to that, you can take a look at when you're using your gas and when you're actually using your electric capability. Go into your screen, go into your car, and then just go into energy flow. And that's exactly what you'll be able to see, to be able to kind of look at even how much your battery life is so far. Now keep in mind, it's not a plug-in, so you don't have to charge her, because whenever you're driving and you're pushing your foot on the brakes and you're kind of just doing your thing, it's charging up that battery for you. When it comes to the look of the Venza, just kind of refresh, it is going to be a little bit more of that luxury look. This, I personally still love. You guys let me know what you think. Do you like this or the Venza better? So let's take a look at the Venza. Coming into the Venza, honestly, like I said, we still have the same features on here. Your memory seat system, your power driver's seat, adjustable over here on the passenger. Now the big difference when it comes to the Venza though, is this one does come with your bigger screen over here. So it's a lot more sleek. It does have more of that luxury feel to you. Whereas the other one is kind of just, you know, more of that simplicity to it, right? You still have your heated steering wheel. You still have all your safety features on here. You also have your heated seats. Ventilated seats are in this one. Now, no sunroof in this one because this one is the XLE Venza. It's your limited that comes with that Stargaze panoramic sunroof that it's honestly famous for, right? That is probably more of the luxury feel to the Venza compared to your RAV. So keep in mind, if you kind of want more of a lifestyle, everyday kind of rugged, you know, more simplicity, then the RAV is honestly gonna be your greatest bet ever. It is one of our famous vehicles in the Toyota lineup. It's reliable, just like Toyota's famous name for it. But if you do want, you know, a little bit more of a luxury feel, kind of having that Lexus feel to it, the Venza is a great vehicle. It honestly is. Just don't tow anything with it. All right, guys. So hopefully that kind of answers some questions about the big differences between your RAV4 hybrid and your Venza hybrid. If there's anything that I'm missing or any other opinions that you guys might have, please let us know in the comments. Thanks, guys.